Joe Gao Jay Hawkins, senior instructor here at Bak Fu Pai, and today I'm going to run you through my ballistic stretching routine. So first we're going to start off head up and down, all the way to the ceiling, down the floor. Side to side. Ear to shoulder. Try to bring your ear down to your shoulder. Shoulders forward, going up, forward, down, and back. Up. And shoulders back. Same motion in reverse. So we're going to do archer stretch. We're going to put our left hand down, right hand is up, and we're going to pull backwards. Switch hands. 1, 2, 3. We're going to switch to scarecrows, keeping our shoulders and our elbows on the same line. We're going to rotate our hands down and up. Elbow circles in. And switch. Arms out. We're going to do wrist circles in. And switch. Down and out. We're going to open and close our hands as fast as we can. So we're going to go all fingers. 4 fingers. 3 fingers. 2. And 1. Good. So we're going to spread our feet a little outside of our shoulders. I'm going to do torso twists. I like to punch behind me so I can get a full rotation of my spine. Going into our back slaps. As you're here, open up. Back slap, open up again, and then switch your hand that was on top. Really open the chest here. Palms up, close, open, switch the hand on top. Close again. Keeping your feet in the same position, hands in your hips, hip circles. So we're going to go counterclockwise. Switch directions. Bringing the feet together, hands on the knees, knee circles. Same thing. Going counterclockwise and clockwise. Good. Bring the feet shoulder width apart. Step your left foot out. We're going to go heel toe. Bringing the toes far back, pushing toes flat. Point. Pull back and point. Good, and then we're going to rotate. I'm going to put the ball of my foot on the floor. It's going to rotate my ankle. I'm going to switch directions. I'm going to switch feet and do the same thing. Put your right foot out, go heel toe, toes back, point. Ball the foot on the floor, rotate. Switch directions. Good. Spread the feet wider than your shoulders. And we're going to place our hands in front. And we're going to drop our elbows to the floor as best we can. And stretch out here, pushing down. We're going to take our hands, put them in the center, and drop our head in between our hands. Try to keep your legs straight. If you can't, you can bend them a little bit to get a little bit of an extra stretch. And then take the backs of your hands, place them behind your feet, and reach behind you, dropping your head to the floor. So from here, I'm going to bring my weight to my left side. I'm going to stretch down, and I'm going to switch to the other side. You can use your hands to assist you to drop your weight, or if you can, bring your hands up and try to keep your feet nice and flat. Remember, stretching isn't about moving fast, it's about moving with control. One more time. Good, come back to center. Bring the feet together. I'm gonna put my left foot out, right foot back. I'm gonna place my right hand out as a gauge for the height of my right leg. I'm gonna keep my right leg straight the whole time and do straight leg stretch kicks. So bringing it up and back down. Then we're gonna switch legs and switch hands. You can set your hand at whatever height is comfortable for you. If you kick your hand a little higher, that's all right. Good, now I'm gonna put my right hand out. I'm gonna take my left leg, I'm gonna go over the chair. So imagine there's a chair right in front of you, here. And then I'm gonna switch legs and switch hands. Left hand out, right foot back. Over the chair. Now I'm going to switch legs and keep the same hand in front. My left hand is out, my left foot is back. I'm gonna do the reverse motion of over the chair. So I'm gonna come to my center, come across, and reach over here. Switching legs and switching hands. Right foot back, right hand forward. Same thing. Bring your feet back to center. Shake it out. Good. And that's my ballistic stretching routine. All right, everyone, now that we've gone through our stretching routine, let's go through our warm-up. So we're gonna start here. So we're gonna start off in our horse stance. Our legs are parallel, our arms are out. We're gonna shift our weight over to our right leg, stand up into our crane stance. From here, we're gonna throw our side kick, come back into our crane stance, drop down into our horse stance. Do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Shift, crane, side, crane, horse. From here, we're gonna drop our hands down, step our feet back. We're gonna go into a plank onto our elbows. So we're gonna drop down, and from here, we're gonna release one of our arms. So we're gonna shift our weight over and switch. Try to make sure you're not holding your breath. Breathe. All right, so from our horse stance, we're gonna transition into our 1,000 temple stance, going to the left. So we're gonna drop our right knee down, turn our center to our left, hands come up. We're gonna bring our right leg all the way up. For a right push kick, come back down. Now we're gonna rotate the center to the right, drop the left leg down, hands are up, kick, down. From here, come back to our horse stance, place our hands down, step our legs back. Going into a plank position, we're gonna drop down to our elbows. With our elbow plank, we're gonna hold this position for 10 seconds. Remember to breathe, keeping the core nice and tight. Imagine pulling your belly button all the way into your spine, keeping your body nice and flat. Now we're going to release our right hand and bring it behind our back and hold for 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're gonna switch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're gonna switch to our hands. Let's walk our feet forward. 1, 2. We're gonna sit out. Bring our right hand over. We're going to our bridge position. And we're gonna hold the top of the bridge for 3 seconds. And drop down. Come back up for 3. 1, 2, 3. And down. And back up. 1, 2, 3. Good. Last one. Good. So we're going to turn back over to the front. Here, we're going to walk our hands up. Stand up nice and slow. Take a deep breath. Now it gets fun. So we're going to shift our weight onto our right side. We're going to go into our crane stance. We're going to push for a front kick with our heel, pushing forward. We're going to rotate around here, come all the way to the back. As the foot points down, we're going to lean our body forward, chest parallel to the floor, extending our hands forward. Raise up, back into your crane stance. Shift your weight back down. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. And that's our warm-up routine. All right, everyone, let's talk about our first kicking technique, our tiger tail kick. What we're going to get into first is our fighting stance. So we're going to place our feet together. We're going to pivot on the heel, 90 degrees on our right foot. Then we're going to pivot on the ball of our foot. Again on the heel, one more time on the ball of the foot. And you want both feet facing straight to the front. Give yourself a quick bounce so you can get comfortable. Set your weight slightly forward, about 60-40 for the weight in your feet. Now with your hands, you want to make triangular guarding position for your hands. Your hands are right on top of each other here, and you're creating this triangle inside of your center. Now from here, we're going to go into our tiger tail kick. We're going to use our back foot. Our hands are up. We're going to go from our fighting stance position to a crane stance, execute the kick, coming back to our crane stance, back into our fighting position. So from here, crane stance, moving the weight into our standing foot, bringing the right leg up, execute the kick, back into our crane stance, and shifting our leg back down into our fighting position. Personally, I like to always shift my hands as I'm moving. Whatever my lead leg becomes, I want that hand in front. So as I'm kicking, I'll rotate my hands here. Now as you're doing this, you can kick for the technique, kicking quickly, snapping that kick out, or you can slow the kick down and get that balance and control for your technique. Whereas I bring this leg up for my crane stance, I kick, bring that leg back down, control it the whole way through. Even focusing on the rotation of my hands as I'm kicking. Now that we've covered our tiger tail kick and gotten a good foundation in our movements, let's talk about our push kick. So we're going to start in our fighting stance. Instead of kicking with our foot flat, coming underneath for our kick, we're going to push forward with the ball of our foot. Now, if I stand here with my foot flat and I reach up, pull my heel up and keep my toes flexed, the part that's coming in contact with the floor is the ball of my foot. This is the point of contact that I'll be striking with for my kick. So from here, I'm going to go into my crane stance, launch the kick with the ball of my foot, come back into my crane stance, control back into my fighting position. Notice that even, again, as I kick, I'm going to switch my feet. So as you notice, as I'm kicking, my hands are switching over, because a lot of the mechanics from our tiger tail kick, exactly the same, just the point of contact is different. Switching legs, same thing applies. We're going to do that shuffle, right foot to our left foot, come up, kick, down, step back. So at speed, Now you'll notice a lot of my kicks are coming roughly to the midsection or anything in this general area. Anytime that we're kicking any higher causes for you to compromise your balance quite a bit. So make sure as you're training these, you keep your kicks at a level in which you're comfortable. Even kicking low. Switching sides and hands. All right, let's talk about our knee strike. So we're gonna go into our fighting position. From here, this is the midpoint of your kick. So it's the same as if you're bringing your knee up. Now we're gonna use this chambering into our crane stance. That will be where our strike lies. So we're gonna shift our weight into our front leg, and instead of switching hands completely, I like to switch my hands to where they're together in this position. And I pull my hands in as I push my hips out for my knee strike. So you have this motion here. And for my head strikes, I like to put my hands up, clasp my fingers, and then break the hands open with the knee strike. Now for our forward knee strike, we're going to use these for the middle body or even striking into the legs. So again, we're going to bring our leg up into our crane stance. We're going to push and pull our hands. We're going to pull our hands in as our hips push out and push that knee straight forward, thus the forward knee strike. Now you'll notice a lot of the mechanics are very similar to our tiger tail kick and our push kick. Your knee strike is actually the middle point between these two kicks. Our tiger tail kick is lifting and our push kick is pushing forward. You can use your knee strike in both variations. So now if we're going to do the same thing with our lead leg, we're going to do the same step we did before, which is shuffling our rear leg to our front leg and then either lifting or pushing forward. So now we're going to discuss some of the adjustments for the mechanics for lesson number 4. Going into the changing distances and compensating for distance for our opponent and our movements to and from our opponent. While shifting my weight back into my hanging leg stance, my legs are loaded that if my opponent is too far from me in this position, I can spring forward to compensate for that distance with my fist if I need it. And if I don't, I can explode up and deliver my punch here. Continuing. All right, everyone, we're going to go over the breakdown for Chamba Kyun, our straight step fist form 1. So we're going to start this form off like we do all our other forms. So feet together, hands at your sides. Start off with our salute. Making a fist with our left hand, turning our center and covering our fist with our left palm, brining. We're going to make a fist with our left hand, covering that fist with our right hand as we turn our center, lifting the hands. As I turn my center, my hands come to my center, making the salute and pushing out. We're going to step with our left foot, rotate the hands open, double grasping palms, double chop. Now for our double chop, we want our left palm facing down, right palm facing up. Turn the hands over into our double lifting fist position. Spear fist, return fist, bringing your return fist back into your double lifting fist stance. Our next exercise we're going to do our spear fist, return fist, lunging combination. So from here, we're going to go spear fist, return fist, double lifting fist, And then we're going to push off of our back leg, lifting our lead leg for our lunge, spear fist, return fist, double lifting fist. The third component for this is the turnaround for Chamba Kiri. So from our double lifting fist position, we're going to spear fist, return fist, bring our the back side of our left hand to the outside of our right arm. We're going to clear a grab as we draw our right hand back to follow up with a palm strike. We're going to step our left foot across into our 1,000 tempo step as we go into cradling palms. Now from here, we're going to unwind our legs and turn around into our single whip. Do our shadow bridge as we half moon our left leg to our right leg. Complete the half moon, stepping into our double lifting fist position to repeat the form. So to end our course, we're going to do a sitting meditation. So the first thing we're going to talk about is our sitting position. We can either sit with our legs crossed, or if this is a position that's uncomfortable for you, you can extend your legs and cross your ankles. Now, one of the biggest things that you want to think about is the comfort that you have in the seated position, because if we're sitting and we're trying to relax and we're trying to breathe, we don't want to add any points of stress throughout the body. So you can use pillows for your back. You could also use pillows for sitting, and you can even lean up against a wall to try to relax into this position as much as you can. What we're going to do is that we're going to place our hands in what's called lotus position. So we're placing our left hand in our lap, the blades of our hand are touching our body, and our right hand is going to sit on top. Our thumbs are gently going to touch, making a nice little circle. We're going to lean back, kind of roll your shoulders and relax into this position. And we're going to take 3 full deep breaths. Our deep breaths are going to go from our belly and into our chest. So we're going to breathe in and out. The chest and the stomach go down together. Breathe in, belly first. In the chest, and breathe out. Take one more deep breath in, and out. Now we're going to switch to just our belly breathing. We're going to breathe in to our bellies at 100%. Hold for just a moment. You're going to breathe out what you feel 80% of this breath is. Once you've reached that, I want you to hold. Breathe in back to 100. And let it all out. Go ahead and take another full belly breath. And then breathe out what you feel 50% of that breath is. Hold, and breathe in, and breathe out. Go ahead and do another full belly breath in. Breathe out what you feel 10% of that breath is. And hold, breathe in back to 100, and let it all out. Now in this position, we want to return to our normal everyday breathing, the breathing you do without even thinking. Relax and breathe. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Try to relax the jaw and keep the tongue in place of the roof of the mouth, right where the gums and the teeth meet. And you can hold this position for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The time
isn't the important part, it's the breath. Taking this moment just to breathe. Once you feel that you're ready to come out of your meditation, you're going to leave the same way you started. Taking 3 full deep breaths in. Belly first, and then the chest. Breathe in. And breathe out. Second deep breath in. And breathe out. Last one in. And breathe out. Once you've taken these deep breaths, you can relax your hands and slowly open your eyes. And that completes our training for today.